Hello and welcome to my review of the Attacking and Defending AWS new security training course by TryHackMe. Yeah, I just got this certificate for it and I finished the course and my review is that the course is great. So let me get into that with you guys. Firstly, let's talk about AWS and why it's so important. So, like 90% of Fortune companies are using AWS, 80% of all websites are on the cloud. And unfortunately for you, pen testing is no longer just about Active Directory. So that means that you need to hack the cloud with me. Um, yeah, so this course was great. Let me talk to you a little bit about why I did this course and how I got here in the crazy world of the cloud. Um, so a little bit about me. I've hacked hundreds of things, both in the real world and online. Hack the box and try hack me and offensive security and Pwn Labs, all that fun stuff. I started on try hack me for a year, and then I went to OffSec for another year, and then I went to Hack the Box for the third year. And then after getting all that kind of general foundations, um, web hacking, Active Directory, um, just basic stuff, I then got an invite to hack a pro lab that Pwn Labs made called Electra. You're gonna probably see that it's already there if you watch this. If you were watching this video like a month from now or something. But yeah, they were looking for people to hack it for free. So I was like, wait, what? Free? ProLab? So then I instantly signed up and I got in and I was like, wait a second. This is a cloud environment. So then I was like, okay, let me do this. I did that for 3 days. I got my hands dirty, if you will. And then I said, I think I need some basics about the cloud, but I'm not going to spend a year learning basics about the cloud. I went ahead and took this attacking and defending AWS course. And luckily enough for me, it did provide the basics sufficiently. And on top of the basics, it provided me with attacking methodology, much more than the defensive methodologies. And so, yeah, now I really love I really love AWS pen testing. Actually, I'm signed up to I'm currently doing a AWS red teaming boot camp with Pwn Labs. I'm enlisted to do the red teaming boot camps for Azure and Google Cloud. So by the end of kind of May next year, I'll probably be red team certified for all three AWS, Google, and Azure. I'm also enlisted to attack the infamous Black Sky Labs, which is the largest triple cloud enterprise simulation for red teamers. And that's going to be super fun. But, anyways, let's get back into the course here. So, in this course, we have that's my AWS console, which it made me familiar with and it taught me a lot of stuff about. So, this is a gamified learning approach. So this course is gamified just like the rest of TryHackMe. It gives you a sandboxed environment, which means you don't have to pay thousands of dollars to launch and deploy all of the cloud assets that you want to attack and get familiar with. You can just do this course. And so The course is comprised of different training modules, starting all the way from the ground of introduction to the top of attacking, privilege escalation, serverless functions, Lambda abuse, and um, even gaining a foothold really. Although it doesn't mention that, I'm not sure why. It would be much better marketing to mention that you do everything, not just privilege escalation, because we did everything in this course. So this is for everyone because everyone could benefit. Let's see the actual course contents here. Give you a little bit of a rundown on the course. So as you can see, my path progress is 100%. And I did this course within 6 days. And yeah, it was a pretty fun 6 days. Very productive, I would say. Most of my drive was through the excitement of, just gaining a bit more foundational knowledge, getting a bit more theory, and getting back into those environments and those labs that I want to hack. So, yeah, that's why personally I believe, you do the hands-on first, and once you get a taste of that like that, just like that juicy hands-on, like you're in there, you see things and you can just attack it, that's when you're gonna have the motivation to get through boring material such as basics. Um, but yeah, this was not boring at all for me. This was great. This course is great. TryHackMe is so great. So first we got an introduction to AWS and cloud in general. I'll show you the contents here. Cloud 101, basic concepts. Then introduction to IAMs, IAM principles, permissions, credentials, resource policies, man. Now that is a juicy topic. You can actually brute force the entire AWS infrastructure with resource policies, which is very funny. Least privilege for the blue teamers, um, and STS credentials. Attacking. Here we start getting into the attacking. Attack S3s, the S3 buckets, the storage services. Attacking the virtual machine instances, aka EC2. Attacking the VPCs, which is the it's a part of the network that AWS uses, and exfiltrating data through manipulating the network connections between different vulnerable services. So that was a beautiful a little sub module. There was a very nice lab in there. And then we get into Lambda functions. By the way, most of them are written in Python. So if you want to do this course, I really hope you know Python because that would be nice. Um, exfiltrating data through the Lambda functions. By the way, command injections and vulnerable APIs, vulnerable code that was not created insecurely. If you know all that stuff, this is going to be very fun for you as well. Um, yeah, and then this is the last portion here. Again, I'm gonna call this a capstone. Like, I'm not sure why they just call it a capstone, man. Like, just call the last thing a capstone because that's what it is. Like here, you gain initial access, you enumerate, and then you privilege escalate, and I'm pretty sure you move laterally too. So, yeah, that is the course, and it was great. See if there's anything else I can tell you about it. Um, yeah, if you want to know anything in particular, just message me on LinkedIn or even on YouTube or comment. or if you want AWS hacking resources, or if you want to do red team simulations with me, um, message me on LinkedIn or comment here. But yeah, this is the course, and I'll show you kind of how I studied for the course if you want. So, studying for the course, I just as you can see, I made a Notion page called AWS Red Team, and in that, I always have a timeline just to kind of, just to kind of track my progress here. I'm gonna delete that. Anyways, so how I studied for this course was I made databases for all the different things about AWS, and these databases involve putting things that I can reuse in my engagements. So, if I need to enumerate IAMs through access of a EC2, I have the EC2 IAM enumeration page. And gathering user data is mostly the same as, just how you would do it on a normal Linux machine, but or Windows machine. But I added AWS specific things in there. And then a database for serverless functions, a database for storage, a database for network. As you can see, there are a lot of pages here. And the reason for that is because when I did this beautiful course, I did not just study this course. I took things that I needed to learn more about. I took things that I was curious about. I took things that I think has more to it, and things that are mentioned, but the attack paths involving those things are not fully taught. So what I did in that case is I talked to my trusty sidekick ChatGPT and Google, and talk to people on Discord, and do all that fun stuff, and I gather more knowledge about these things. So AWS access controls. I believe this one was going to be called security, but I didn't. AWS. So yeah, that's the course for you, and I hope you enjoyed um, this course review. I really hope you take this course. It's really great. I hope they make it public for everyone. And yeah, I'll see you later.